Hello viewers, this is Sentai Michael from Screw Review, bringing you a new podcast for myself called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand it. Also, I try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will retain your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will be retained some adult language. Now, if you're over 18, then you need to go to watch this audio podcast recording. Before again, I'd like to say, I like to say, it turned out that this episode came out yesterday. The latest episode of Zenkaiger came out. The sub for the episode came out yesterday, but I didn't really had the time to do it yesterday. So basically, sorry for the wait. The episode came out yesterday, but I didn't really have time to do a review yesterday on the latest episode of Zenkaiger. So basically, I'm sorry for the wait, y'all. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Zenkaiger. So basically, the episode starts off. We see Sachin down in the laboratory under Kaido's grandma's, shop/house, doing a diagnostic on the Zen wheel cannon that they got that Kaido got from Hakaiger or Haikaiger. I like to call him Haikaiger because it's better to me just to call him Haikaiger. So basically, she was saying that the gun is so basically Kaido went to go check on Sashi's progress. It's and and Sashi said the gun. The cannon, it has some, whoever managed to, honestly, even though your father didn't really manage to, somebody did to your father did some good. I believe that your father and mother did some good, good work on the heart cannon. It has some secrets that I'm looking into it right now from the blueprints. But this could benefit. So basically, like Sachi say, this once we unlock, once I figure out its secret powers, this could benefit you and the other Zenkaigers as well. So anyway, and that's what Sachin, told Kaido that, Sachin, Kaido's little bear had senses that warned him of, when the monsters are attacking, and warned Kaido that, there's a monster attack. So basically, the Rangers went to go, so basically Kaido and others, went to go front the monster somewhere in the city. And turns out this monster is a dairy cow. It's a dairy cow monster. So basically, it just seems like he just squirts milk from his arms that look like others, and just and not really do, and he just squirt milk over it and not really doing any damage. So basically, this monster is just just squirting milk on building and objects, not even doing any damage. So basically, Kaido and others got there, and Zue said hey, you look like the bull monster that we fought a long time ago. So basically, on the dairy cow monster. I'm from the word of dairy, I'm from the word of dairy. I'm from the word of dairy and stuff. So basically, milk and stuff. So basically, so basically, the Rangers morphed up and started to battle the dairy. Battle the dairy cow monster, and out of nowhere, here comes Haikaiger attacking them, and basically, and got the upper hand against Kaido and the other Zenkaigers, and therefore helped, and basically help, helped the Daycon monster get away. But during the fight, Kaido was trying to reason with Haikaiser that you was not programmed to work for the bad guys. You was trying to get Haikaiser to see that that you're being played by you're being played. You've been altered. No, your program's been altered. So basically, Haikaiser did not believe Kaido, and basically helped the monster get away, and he left as well. So anyway. Meanwhile, back at the bad guys' hideout, at the Trojan Dynasty Empire's palace, we see King Borka was yelling at was yelling at was yelling at Professor Aiken over the Zenkaiger taking the Zen Rio cannon from Haikaiger. So basically, King Borka said, why would you letting Haikaiger get the cannon back? So basically, he was pissed off that Haikaiger lost that cannon, lost the cannon in the first place. But Dean said that even with the cannon, even without the cannon, Haikaiger is powerful. Is still powerful without it. So basically, King Walker's robot bird was telling him that the cannon was powerful, had some good power, was powerful, and was able to summon different Sentai teams, but Haikaiger proved that he's powerful without it. So basically, King Walker was agreed with his robot bird Gene, and got calmed down. And Professor Aizen said, "Don't worry. I've been working on a new weapon as well." So basically, Aizen told King Walker that I've been working on a new weapon as well. So basically, you will soon see it in action. So anyway. So anyway, we see somewhere on top of a rooftop somewhere in the city, we see Haikaiger and Stacy, having a conversation, about, was trying to, it seemed like Stacy was trying to get Haikaiger to remember his original program. But it seems like Haikaiger, was kind of almost confused. Which Stacy said that did you remember your real purpose, your purpose in original programming? And Haikaiger looked like he was confused with Stacy's, with Stacy's questions, and that's out of nowhere. We see Zox, aka Kikai, showed up and started to fight Haikaiger, and so Stacy just laughed at him. He's like, seems like I was almost close, but hey, let them fight, and Stacy just left Haikaiger to fight Kaiser. So anyway, meanwhile, seems like everything Kaido and others looking around the neighborhood, where the Daycon monster, was spurting his smoke at. Seems everything was fine until they noticed that all the building, all the clothes started to turn white, and things started to even get worse. Turns out that the Daycon monster had a real effect on electronics. So basically, cell phones, computers, data started to disappear and went white. So basically, all computer screens and phone screens went white, and all the data were just, was white was wiped away. So basically, it turns out that this also affects Sashin as well, him being a robot bird. So basically, when Kyle and others got back, Sashin, Kyle's grandma said that Sashin doesn't even know who. It seems like something's wrong with Sashin, so basically, his memory's been wiped. So basically, Kaido was kind of devastated that Sashin, his robot bird that his parents made for him and gave him, didn't remember, don't remember who he was. So basically, Kaido was kind of devastated over this. So basically, the others saying that if we destroy the monster, maybe his memory will be destroyed. So basically, Kaido grabbed the kid and grabbed the Rio and the Zen Rio cannon, and basically, him and others went to go find the dairy cow monster and go to work. So basically, they found the monster, they morphed up, Kaido transformed into his super mode, and they started to fight the monster. So basically, the others were fighting the foot soldiers. Zenkaiger was fighting Zenkaiger, and the dairy cow monster thought Zenkaiger was going to show up and help him fight the Zenkaiger, but he was too busy fighting Kikai. So anyway. So basically, using the power of the Zen Rio cannon, he kind of summoned four rangers from different animal themed Sentais, and basically one of those four rangers was Galway, one was Yellow Owl, and the second one was Blue Dolphin from Lyman, and I think I got who the fourth one was. Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, with the help of the power of the Zen cannon, he was able to get the opportunity to use the power of the Zen cannon. But turns out, the Zen cannon has a powerful kickback. So basically, the others, after they was done fighting the foot soldiers, had to stand behind Kaido to help him, resist the kickback of the cannon's powerful attack and destroy the dairy cow monster. So basically, after they destroyed, after Kaido powered the cannon to destroy the dairy cow monster, every object that was turned white went back to its normal color. Every computer screen and phone and anything that uses data got wiped by the dairy cow monster's all got restored. Sashi's memory got restored as well. So basically, Kaido was happy that Sashin contacted Kaido, to confirm that that I'm back to normal. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, but usual, we see Kaido and the others, we see Kaido, using his gear linger and along with the others to transport into Megazord mode. So basically, Kaido was inside, one of the Megazords that was formed by the others. So basically, it seems like things were going okay. So basically, both the Boom matching Megazord and Jugal Megazord took down Dairy Cow Monster while in problems until Professor Aizen unleashed his new weapon. So basically, he summoned these new these new improved giant foot soldiers to battle both Megazords. So basically, these new giant foot soldiers that Professor Eigen made was his new weapon, and so basically he used it on the Zenkai on both Megazords, but and the Zenkaigers were outmatched by power by these new powerful upgraded foot soldiers. So basically, that's what Sachin told him that you can. Turns out the cannon can also turn into a jet. So basically, Kaido activated the cannon's jet mode feature, and it grew into a big jet, and Kaido was the pilot. So basically, using the power of the Zenrio cannon, he was able to he was able to fight back against the giant foot soldier. And that's what Sasha said that also I also got some new data. Turns out that you guys turns out that the cannon can combine with the others as well. So basically, turns out the cannon can combine with Juan Gown, can combine. Sorry, I'm tongue tied. So anyway, turns out the cannon can also combine with Zuan, Gown, Majin, and Boom. So basically, Kaido activates the transformation sequence, and it basically, Gown and Zuan became the arms, Majin and Boom became the legs, and the cannon became the body and head, and basically. It sort of like they did a Voltron and basically formed the Zuan. I think it's called the Zenkai Megazord. And so basically, with this new power, the Megazord, they were able to harness the power of the cannon, features to use against these new powerful foot monsters, and basically all the weapons that that was used by Gao and the others came this big staff and basically took down these new giant foot soldiers, and basically the day was saved. So basically, after Haikai saw the battle, and so did Professor Eigen. So basically, Professor felt like a real dumbass, not telling Haikai to get the cannon back, because now they have to deal with a new Megazord combination. Now the fact that they have to deal with a new Megazord combination for the Zenkaigers now, gate to the cannon being taken by Kaido. So anyway, Haikai had left after the Megazord battle was over, and that's when Tukaiser was wondering something about Haikai. So anyway, later that night, we see Kaido and the others set for Kaiser, back at the shop celebrating, that Sashin was okay, and celebrating that, we are a new Megazord combination to help us fight the bad guys. So basically, Kaido was glad that that the cannon gave us a new power to take down the bad guys, and also they was glad that Sashin was back to normal. So basically, everything was cool. And meanwhile, aboard Tukaiser's ship, Tukaiser was just sitting there thinking about his fight between, Haikai, and his sister was like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, something about Haikai that kind of reminds you of Kaido. So the way he acts, he comes to act like Kaido. So basically, I found that kind of strange. So basically, this is how the episode ended, with Tukaiser thinking about his, wondering why Haikai seems to act like Kaido does when he fights, and his personality as well. Seems like he was wondering how Haikai got Kaido's personality. It's most likely, his father. it's most likely that either somehow that Heikaiser might be connected to Kaido or something like that, or maybe his parents must have put in his personality into Heikaiser's mind, personality into Heikaiser's mind. But that's just my theory. That's just my theory. So anyway, this how the episode ended with two characters speaking, wondering how Heikaiser, how Heikaiser got to, Kaido's personality, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. We got a new Megazord combination out of it. So basically, this was a good, this was a good episode. So basically, in my opinion, this was a good episode. So basically, we got a new Megazord combination. Even though the new Megazord fight combination was straight up CGI, but it was alright. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this Sentai Michael from 3B signing off. 1,